Hello, everyone. I'm Bekeh Ukelina, and I'm the chair of the task force ICOMOS Nigeria on SDGs and cultural heritage. And one of the things that we've been tasked with is to localize the SDGs within the Nigerian context. So I will be representing Nigeria. So will Shewun be representing Nigeria.
Yeah. Sorry, Bekeh, sorry. Can you increase the presenter view so that we can see it a little bit bigger?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Is that better?
Yes. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So I need to go.
Our name is and we have a great
Okay, so Shewun and myself will be representing Nigeria in this group. Shewun works in the area of cultural heritage, both in Nigeria and in the UK. And I'm based in the US at the State University of New York, College at Cortland. And I'm also a go-between Nigeria and the US. I work in the area of development and more recently between cultural heritage and development. So one of the case studies that I want to share with you today is the Calabar festivals. So Calabar is the capital of Cross River State in Nigeria. It's in the southern part of Nigeria by the Atlantic coast. So before the Calabar festivals started, or the Calabar Carnival started in 2004, there was actually a carnival or a festival which was called the Ekpe Festival in Calabar. It drew a few thousand people every year, and then it began to wane over time. But as we entered into the new millennium in the year 2000, there were plans now to start holding a big carnival in Calabar. So basically, taking this small festival that was happening in the past, celebrating culture, and expanding that festival. Just to give you a few numbers, Calabar has a population of about 700,000 people, and the whole Cross River State has a population of about 3.5 million people. With the expansion of this particular Ekpe Festival and making it a statewide festival that lasts for about 30 days, Calabar drew about 3 million people, or draws about 3 million people every year as part of this festival. This is very important when we think of cultural heritage and SDGs. And as I mentioned here in the slide, one of the ways that this particular festivals respond to the SDGs is dealing with or responding to problems of poverty. So here you have a cultural event that was winning, but with proper investments into it and expanding it, it is no longer the celebration of just that event within Calabar, but across the state, across Nigeria, across Africa. People come to this festival. They come to this festival every December. To the point that again, we have from 300,000 people that came to this festival when it started to about 1 million, and then the last festival was about 3 million people. Economically, the state benefits from this festival, right? So there were 4,000 hotel bedrooms in Calabar before the carnival. Today, there are over 22,000 bedrooms, generating a lot of employment for people in the state. The tourism industry has expanded significantly as a result of this festival. And even the regular people who are not running hotels also benefit a lot because they rent out their homes during the carnival. And you have many other small businesses benefiting by selling food and other goods as well. So again, we see the promotion of culture, the attraction of tourism, and also helping the state economically and empowering people and helping to end poverty in the state. Extending from this particular carnival, this carnival in December, are other carnivals that take place or festivals that take place across Cross River State, like the New Yam festivals, and these also attract thousands of people. And I said this, the New Yam Festival responds to Zero Hunger because it's a celebration of food, celebration of life and well-being, and the state supporting agriculture and supporting this part of the people's culture. There is also what they also did in Calabar that I thought is beautiful. Is there's the old house that was used as a slave trading warehouse in the 15th century. So that was turned into a slave history museum. But this museum is not sitting by itself alone, but it's part of this big attraction called the Marina Resort. So in this attraction, you have hotels, you have movie theaters, you have pubs and different things. So it attracts a lot of people. So people who come to the movie theaters might end up going to the museum, and people who go to the museum might end up going to the movie theater or grab some food at a restaurant or grab a drink at a pub. One of the newest projects that is also emerging in Nigeria, and it's in its early stages. So here we are thinking again into the future when we think of cultural heritage and the SDGs is a MOA. You can see this big museum and attraction center that is being developed here to celebrate Benin cultural heritage. So what we are doing in Nigeria is to create a 5-year action plan. And our task force hope to complete this 5-year action plan by next month. I think we are being overly optimistic, right? It's a lot of work to do this, but we are working hard on it. And what we're doing is to localize the SDGs, then identify relevant national agencies or people or groups, organizations such as universities, the nonprofit sector, and even the profit sector that can partner with us in the area of cultural heritage and also as a way of fulfilling the national SDG program. We are also, like what is happening with this group, we are also trying to gather case studies. Our group is trying to gather case studies for all of the SDGs, again, cultural heritage and the SDGs. And we're also working on programs targeting young people at elementary schools and also at secondary schools, again, as a way of cultural appreciation and the SDGs. And then we're also working on some grants that will enable us to do this work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bekeh. That was wonderful. I think very short and sweet, but I think you can also stop share.
Okay.
Yeah. You can stop share your screen so we don't see your screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So I think that's good. The any feedback from anyone to Bekeh? I thought for me, I thought that it's good that you're ahead of everyone because you're thinking of the 5-year plan already of having heritage and the SDGs, which I don't know if the other ICOMOS national committees are thinking of that, but if you've started to think about that, then you're ahead of the game. So well done to you, and we look for. I think we will look forward to what you come up with, and what are the national priorities that you have, and some thoughts we will probably learn from you as well with what within your context. Any thoughts from anyone with Bekeh's presentation?
Hello.
Yeah, Bekeh, please. Yeah.
Just a word of thank you and congratulations, really, just echoing Gabe, because the African region, as far as I observe, is very engaged in sustainable development in general. I mean, there's a very high awareness of MDGs and SDGs, and I'm not really surprised that the ICOMOS Nigerian Committee came in strong like this. Do you have any links with the African World Heritage Fund? Have you?
We have some members from our committee that work with our African World, have some connections with. Yeah.
Right. Albino is here actually. He's working at the AWHF in South Africa. Yeah, and I think I would personally just humbly encourage like all the African region colleagues to network strongly and also help with the African national committees in general to approach this working group if there's any more potential to be realized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to say something, Albino, please?
Yes, if I may. Thank you for this very interesting presentation. We haven't, I remember just before the ICOMOS General Assembly, we were already discussing, I think with Turkey as well, the possibility of having just a meeting on ICOMOS Africa to look not only into the work, the action plan, but also having a broader discussion on those different initiatives and how we can actually maximize our efforts and energy. So we will be very happy to have a separate discussion where we can actually frame with other members that are not actually, they're part of the group, such Ishalos and others, so we can actually discuss further and see ways of working more closely together. We'll be very interested and ready to have.
Great to hear that. Seems like there will be collaborations that will happen